Day 2 starts with kneeling upper back rotations. Sit your hips down to your heels, one hand on the floor and one hand on the back of your head. Bring your elbows together and then open up your chest to the wall beside you as far as you can. Try to have as little movement in our lower back and our hips. This is an upper back exercise for 20 each side. Laying windshield wipers, start laying on your back with your knees bent up in the air at 90 degrees. Have your arms out to your side, trying to keep your shoulders flat on the floor as you lower your legs each direction for 10 each side. Focus on keeping your ankles and your knees as close together as possible throughout the entire movement. For the open book stretch, roll over onto your side, taking your top knee and placing it at 90 degrees on the floor. Open up the knuckles of your top hand towards the floor behind you, rotating through your upper back and your shoulders. Have your eyes follow the hand that's moving and get that top shoulder as close to the ground as you can while keeping that knee pressed down into the floor. Seated leg lifts. Sit up nice and tall with your legs straight out in front of you. The more narrow your legs are and the more you lean back, the easier the exercise. Slowly lift your leg up and over a pylon or a dumbbell and return it back to the starting position. It's very important to sit up nice and tall, so use a wall or a pole to help you get that good posture. Keep those toes pointed up to the roof the entire time as well. This is a control exercise, don't cheat. Laying on your stomach, have the stick in both hands just outside shoulder width. Try to break the stick with your hands the entire time, which will create tension and you'll get more from the movement. Raise your arms straight over your head and then down towards your upper back again for 15 repetitions, keeping your head down the entire time. Stick hip hinges. Start standing with your knees bent. Put the stick touching your lower back, your upper back, and your head all at once. Keeping your knees in that same position, push your hips backwards. At the bottom of the movement, the stick should be touching all 3 spots just like it was when you started. If it is not, try and adjust your position and do it again for 15 reps. Stick inline lunge. Keep the stick on your back in the same position, touching all 3 spots. Try and have your feet in line like you're walking a tightrope. Drop your back knee down to the floor and up again for 15 reps each side. The stick should stay in contact throughout the whole movement, working on your balance and your coordination. Stick side lunges. Easier version is starting with the stick on your shoulders, stepping out sideways, pushing your hips back and then down, getting as deep as you can for each repetition. Push with your heel to return to the starting spot. Harder is if you take the stick in front of you and raise it as you lower your hips down to the floor. Squat to push-up. Do a bodyweight squat down towards the floor, sitting your hips back. Lean forward, put your hands on the ground, crawl out into a push-up position. Get that chest to the floor in that push-up. Walk your hands back and stand back up again. Repeat for 15 repetitions. On the push-up, keep your chin back. Your chest should hit the ground first, not your chin.